desert, for I walk in this world.
Well, good Friday morning to you. Hope it's a great morning. Hope that you are feeling blessed coming to the end of the week and going into a great weekend, and hope it's a weekend full of blessings as well. As always on Friday, we share a song and story together, so let's jump right into that. Our song today is the song, Guide Me, O Thou Great Jehovah. Here's the story. The author of the hymn was a great Welsh singer and preacher by the name of William Williams. That's right, William Williams, that was his name. The hymn was sung in the Welsh language and translated into English by Peter Williams and some others as well. The Welsh version continues to be popular. In fact, it'll be spontaneously sung by large crowds, even large crowds at rugby games. It has great appeal among the Welsh, and it also has been translated now into 75 different languages. The hymn it first appeared in a hymn book with the title of Alleluia, published by William Williams in Bristol, England in 1745. It was a poem of 5 verses with 6 lines each, and had the title of Strength to Pass Through the Wilderness. In 1771, it was published and translated into English by Peter Williams, but it only had verses 1, 3, and 5. A year later, the hymn appeared translated from the family of the author, using the first verse, translated by Peter Williams, but followed by verses 3 and 4, with a new 4th verse added. It was then included in the hymn book, William Williams assembled for use by George Whitefield's orphanage in America, about 1772, called Gloria in Excelsis. In 1774, the hymn was translated by W. Evans into English and published in George Whitefield's hymn book in England. There it became the favorite of Calvinist Methodists, and it appears today in very similar form, and is a favorite in just about every Christian group. In 1785, the Countess of Huntington, Selina, founded a college to train young men for the ministry. For the opening of the college, she asked Reverend William Williams to come sing a hymn for the occasion. He sang this hymn to inspire the young men, and he sung it to his own tune. Williams then printed the hymn on leaflets with the following title: A Favorite Hymn Sung by Lady Huntington's College Collegians, printed by the desire of many Christian friends. Lord, give it thy blessing. The message of the hymn comes from the story of the desperate condition of the Israelites as they went through the wilderness. God provided water from a rock in one dire situation, providing the crystal streaming fountain of life-sustaining and cooling moisture. God also provided a pillar of cloud by day and a pillar of fire by night to guide them through the barren desert. Not to mention the manna from heaven and quail to eat on a daily basis as well. The hymn, Guide Me, O Thou Great Jehovah, is an autobiography of William Williams' own life. He lived life as a pilgrim, pressing on through the snows of winter, the rains of spring, and the heat of the fall. Mobs beat him up to the point of death, but in it all, he sought to follow God in his travels. There are a couple of different tunes that are used with the words. The tune by John Hughes was composed in 1907 for the annual Baptist Symphna Ganu, which is a singing festival in Capel Rhondda, Pontypridd, Wales. It was printed on leaflets for the occasion, and the tune name is C.W.M. Rhondda, and I don't really know the pronunciation or the meaning of that, but it's named after the principal coal town of Glamorganshire, Wales. The same tune is used for Angels from the Realms of Glory. When D.L. Moody and Ira Sankey went to Wales for their evangelistic crusade, they found this particular hymn to be the most popular in their meetings. Now, during the war between the states, which is what we call the Civil War, a Baptist minister in the mountains of Virginia found the message of this hymn to still be true. He was exposed to many trials as a Union supporter, And one day he believed he needed to flee to the woods to hide. And before leaving, he explained this to his wife. The next day, his wife sent word to him of his providential escape. You see, just after he left the house, soldiers arrived and searched the house and the barn, and they set up gallows in the barn to use for his execution once they found him. During the night, he was able to escape detection. But the story doesn't end there. You see, he still had to cross a wide plain between two mountains on his way to Union lines, on his way to safety. This valley had no cover for him to use, and his enemies were on horseback. But in his last day in the mountain, he awoke to find the plain covered with a low layer of clouds, dense enough to conceal him, but not high enough to keep him from seeing the trees on the other side, which were, in fact, his goal. He sang, "Let the fiery, cloudy pillar lead me all my journey through." The clouds protected and hid him. As his feet safely reached the next mountain, in that line of trees, he was able to sing, strong deliverer, be thou still my strength and shield." There's another story told of the same war between the states, the Civil War, of a prisoner in Andersonville who managed to escape. He had a compass with him, but it was so dark that he couldn't see which way to go. And to the north, he would find freedom, and to the south, he'd be recaptured. He longed for a match, a candle, or even some moonlight, but there was nothing to be had. His life seemed to hang on the need to know which way to go. And to his surprise, in this dark time of need, a little firefly came his way. He caught it, and it was able to provide just enough light to see the needle on his compass and to know which way to go. But God still moves in mysterious and miraculous ways. And there's other stories about how this hymn was sung by godly people as they died or were experiencing, the ultimate fulfillment. But it has certainly proved to be a beloved hymn for many years and for many saints. Guide me, O thou great Jehovah. Let's sing this one together. Guide me, O thou great Jehovah, pilgrim through this barren land. I am weak, but thou art mighty. Hold me with thy powerful hand. Bread of heaven, feed me till I want no more. Bread of heaven, feed me till I want no more. Open now the crystal fountain, whence the healing waters flow. Let the fiery, cloudy pillar lead me all thy journey through. Bread of heaven, feed me till I want no more. Bread of heaven, feed me till I want no more. When I tread the verge of Jordan, bid my anxious fears subside. Bear me through the swelling current, land me safe on Canaan's side. Songs of praises I will ever give to thee. Songs of praises I will ever give to thee. Hope that you found this encouraging and an interesting story about a great hymn, and what a great hymn of comfort. We are constantly guided by the great Jehovah, by God, our loving God and our loving Father. Hope you have a great day. We'll see you next time.
They resound with God's own heart. Oh, let the ancient words impart. Words of life, words of hope.